Hello and welcome, PJ Boomer here, and today allow me to show you my entire James Bond collection on DVD. I made one video in which I presented my Sean Connery titles, but after like recently I decided to make a full video displaying my collection because my initial idea was to make it in parts. But then how should I divide the movies into parts, because it's quite cumbersome with just one title of George Lazenby and two titles belonging to the era of Timothy Dalton. So I decided just to delete that first part video and display all of my movies. So first of all, it's time for some explanation, because I collected the movies over the course of actually 20 years, because I wanted to save money. I don't want to waste money buying the special edition, the complete special edition, the complete ultimate edition on DVD, and then Blu-ray releases. Now we have like 4K releases, starting with Sean Connery titles, and then we have the age of streaming, so a lot of different releases for James Bond titles. So what I did was that I collected the discs from different releases, and then I printed the covers of the special editions, Region 4 covers, and so they could have the spines could have the same look on the shelf. And at the end of the video, I will show you how they look like on the shelf. But I put the original cover artwork of the releases I got like inside, so I made my own type of reversible covers. So now, without further delay, let's get into the presentation. So we start with Dr. No. So this is the cover I printed, Region 4 Special Edition, because I really like the artwork, the colorful background, and the spine, because the Region 2 release of Special Edition, the Ultimate Edition, I know that the Special Edition, they would form a 007 logo with the titles of the movies, but since I don't have all of the special edition releases, this is what I went for. We have the title, colorful background, MGM logo, and the spine showcasing James Bond on the artwork. Here's the back with information about bonus materials, which obviously don't match with some of the contents of the discs I have. Now here's the inside. So here's the proper release. I got this around the year, I think, 2019. So this is the re-release of one disc edition of the Ultimate Edition by Galapagos. So this is the disc, and here's the original artwork of the release. With regard to my thoughts on the film, I really like it. The first time I saw it on VHS, it was about a jarring experience, but I grew to really love the first James Bond film. The second one, From Russia with Love, really like this one, and I find it hard to choose between my favorite Sean Connery movie, because it's either this or Thunderball. So here's the front, here's the really nice looking spine, here's the back, and here's the inside with the disc. Again, Ultimate Edition re-release. I got around 2019. And here's the full presentation of the original cover art. So most of these one disc Ultimate Edition releases, what they have as a bonus material are only audio commentaries, but it's fine by me. Here's Goldfinger. I have many issues with Goldfinger. It's not my favorite James Bond or Sean Connery era James Bond movie of all time. Not at all. Again, it's not my least favorite. Also, it's just, for me, it's average. Like, it's overrated actually, but it's only my personal opinion. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. Oh, wait. Again, Ultimate Edition. These are mainly, most of these discs are like that, but we have a few exceptions, and so we'll get on to them. So let me remove the disc, original artwork. Okay, Thunderball. I was really confused when watching this movie on television 20 years ago. This was the first time I watched this. I thought it was like too slow paced, but when I revisited, when I got the disc, I really enjoyed it. And together with, it's for Sean Connery era, it's for me at the top, together with From Russia with Love. So here's the front cover, spine, the back, and again the same Ultimate Edition re-release, and the abysmal original artwork with Sean Connery like looking, I don't know, dismayed, bored. It's really weird front cover artwork. You Only Live Twice. This is my least favorite James Bond movie. It shouldn't be, because it's a great location. It's Japan, and it's a great, third act in beautifully designed lair, Blofeld's lair. But Sean Connery was absolutely 100% unapologetically done and dusted with the role, and it really shows in this movie. So here's the front cover. Here's the spine. Here's the back. I also don't understand the idea of two Bond girls, two Japanese Bond girls in this movie. There should have been just one from the beginning to the end. Here's the disc. And here's the original artwork that came with this release. Okay, so here's Diamonds Are Forever. I really like this one, actually, in terms of Sean Connery titles, because I know that they came after the On Her Majesty's Secret Service, but I keep it together with the rest of the Sean Connery titles. So here's the spine, and here's the back, and this is the special edition release with all of the bonus materials that were specified on the back. And that's how the special edition Region 2 Polish release looks like. So this is what I talked about. This is the spine, which has the title and the piece of the 007 logo. On Her Majesty's Secret Service with George Lazenby. Love this James Bond movie. It's really a shame that George Lazenby did only one movie. Great direction by Peter Hunt. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. And this is again a special edition release with all the bonus material. So here's the really nice looking disc. And here's the original artwork that came with the disc. And again, we have the logo, the part of the logo over here. Live and Let Die with Roger Moore, the first Roger Moore film. And if I were to indicate my all-time least favorite James Bond film from the era between Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan, that would be it. I have seen it the least amount of times. I never felt motivation to go back and revisit it. It's just there. It never made me feel entertained. But then again, it's only my opinion. I know that some people really like this movie, and obviously the title song is great. But here it is. So here's the front, here's the spine, here's the back, and here's the disc, and here's the original artwork. Okay, just let me extend myself to grab the rest. The Man with the Golden Gun. Really love this movie. This was my first Roger Moore title, and I've seen it on VHS. I have the VHS, the original release from ITI Home Video, and I made a separate video about it. I have really, great fond like memories of watching this one. Love the villain played by Christopher Lee Scaramanga. Love the locations, Hong Kong, Thailand. Like for me, everything clicks with this movie. But I know that it doesn't have, through the decades, it didn't gain a favorable reception among the fan base. So okay, here's the spine. Here's the back. And here's the inside with the disc and the artwork. The Spy Who Loved Me. A really great movie. I remember that the first time I watched this was on some really like a VHS cassette that was older than me, and it was like some pirated copy from the 1980s or like early 1980s. So I could barely see the image, but the entertainment factor transpired through the screen, and then I was able to watch it on television, and then I got this DVD copy. So here's the front, here's the spine. Really like the color used in this artwork. Here's the back. And here's the inside with the disc and the artwork. Okay. Now we have Moonraker. I'm a huge fan of Moonraker. I know that there are many people who love it, many people who hate it, but I'm in the camp who loves Moonraker. I love the story, the opening titles, the villain. It's just a great, entertaining James Bond adventure. So here's the front. Oh, and John Barry's music score, I think it's one of his best works on this movie. The stuff he composed. Here's the back. And here's the inside. So as you can see, the two artworks are very similar. For your eyes only. Also really like this one. To be honest, I'm a huge fan and really like and appreciate the Roger Moore era of Bond films, apart from Live and Let Die, actually. So here's the front, the spine, the back, the inside, and the artwork. So interestingly, it's interesting that because I mainly remember from my childhood the artwork, the original poster artwork with Roger Moore doing the pose and the legs of the Bond girl being in the foreground. but this artwork is still also quite nice. Octopussy, really like this one, but my main issue with this one is that I don't understand the machinations, the scheming of the villains. Like, because there's one villain who wanted to invade Europe, the crazy Russian general, and we had the other villain who was like dealing with diamonds. So like, and into the mix we had thrown in a nuclear bomb. So I find it really hard to understand what they wanted to achieve. But maybe I'm just I really like the action, but I'm just tuning out, you know, when listening to their dialogue. So it is the special edition. So here's how the artwork looked like. And actually, this is my first James Bond DVD I have ever bought. And we have a receipt, which says that it was bought in an Empik bookstore in Krakow on the 24th of July, the year 2004. So I was on my summer vacation at the south of Poland, and this bookstore is no longer there. But for my, you know, money saved up throughout the year, I paid 60 zlotys back then for that disc, and I also paid 100, almost 100 zlotys for the copy of The Dictator, directed by Charles Chaplin. So I bought these two titles back then. So it's a really nice memoir. Souvenir, actually. Okay, we have the last title by Roger Moore, A View to a Kill. The front, the spine, the back. Again, many people hate on this movie, many people like it. I'm again in the camp of people who like it, really like this as Roger's final, you know, funny adventure, and really like Christopher Walken as the villain, the disc, and the original artwork of the release. And I forgot, because it got mixed up together with the release of Octopussy, we had the release of an unofficial James Bond film, which was Never Say Never Again. And I know again that the movie, I know that the movie is weak. It has its haters, but it's my guilty pleasure. Again, I've seen it for the first time on VHS, then on television, and then I got this DVD as a gift, actually, as a Christmas gift. It's an official MGM Polish release, but again, I replaced the cover so it would, you know, match the rest of them on the shelf. So it says, you know, special edition, even though it wasn't part of the special edition. Here's the spine, which I myself improved in Photoshop, and here's the back, and here's the inside. So this wasn't part of the special edition or the ultimate edition, it's just a standalone release. So we have no title on the disc itself, just an artwork, MGM DVD logo, and when we remove the disc we have the original artwork. It came with it, so that's how it looks like. And we move on to Timothy Dalton era. So we have The Living Daylights. Again, one of my all-time favorites, together with On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and also The Man with the Golden Gun. Really love this movie, absolutely love this movie. I have the MGM Warner Brothers VHS copy. I also recorded it off the air back in the day, and I got this DVD. So we have special edition front cover. Here's the spine. Here's the back. And actually, this is the first Polish release of the Ultimate Edition. That's why the artwork is changed, but it's the same. Is the same design as on these discs. So no special features, just the movie and audio commentary. And here's the artwork. So the artwork was actually from a full 2006 two-disc edition, and I had the second disc, but it started rotting, unfortunately. So what I did was that I ripped the contents of it, and to be honest, I actually backed up and copied the contents of all of the discs I present in this video onto a hard drive. But that's the only thing that only one disc, that's special bonus disc, that rotted. The rest of the discs are okay after many years. GoldenEye, another Bond movie which I love, and it's universally loved by Bond fans. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. And this is actually the special edition, and I feel quite happy that I have the special edition. Because people like on the internet complained about the Ultimate Edition, about the picture quality and like cropping. Like, I'm not sure what exactly the deal was about, but here's one case of the Pierce Brosnan releases. The latest release from 2018-2019 of this one, the Ultimate Edition. So like the black disc, allegedly some of the discs had the contents of the special edition, and some of the discs had contents of the Ultimate Edition. So I think this was a mistake on the distributor's part. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed the License to Kill. Jesus. Everything is so mixed up on the bed. So here's License to Kill. Also love this movie. Front, spine, back, and again the disc and the artwork. So at the artwork, Timothy Dalton looks like more like Golgo 13 than James Bond, but here it is. Okay, so now we should make a home run chronologically. Okay, so here's Tomorrow Never Dies. Again, love this movie. I have huge love for Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan era. The spine, the back, and this is what I talked about with regard to GoldenEye. Even though this disc should have the contents of the Ultimate Edition, so improved image quality of the movie and audio commentaries only, the contents are actually from a special edition. So this is like a special edition of Tomorrow Never Dies, and the distributor was aware of that because they enumerated the special features. All of the special features are on this disc. The World Is Not Enough. Great movie. The front, the spine, the back, the disc. This one has the Ultimate Edition contents and the artwork. Die Another Day. Again, not a favorite among the fan base, but I quite like it. I like the happy-go-lucky insanity of James Bond movies, more like the gritty seriousness. And actually, so this is the Ultimate Edition. So here's the original front and the original back. Then I included over here Bond Girls Are Forever documentary, which was released as a standalone like bonus edition to a magazine. So I put it over here. And now we move on to Daniel Craig area. Casino Royale. I have seen it in cinema when it came out. To be honest, to this day, I don't know what to think of Daniel Craig era and his James Bond movies. I know that this movie is revered among the fan base. You know, it is hailed as one of the best, if not the best, James Bond movie. But with regard to this movie and the whole era as a whole, I never feel the motivation to go back and watch it. I've seen this movie once in the theater. I've seen this movie for the second time on this DVD release, and that's it. It's a cardboard sleeve, and it's a 2-disc edition. So here's the special features disc with Vesper. Here's the feature film disc. I think the Craig era movies don't have audio commentaries, and it's a booklet from a distributor which shows the upcoming titles. So we have Rocky Balboa starring Sylvester Stallone. What else do we have? The Devil Wears Prada, Ice Age 2, Garfield 2, and announcement that, you know, it's already in stores, the Ultimate Edition, the original artwork with the suitcase. Edition like that happens only once in a lifetime. The Super Collection of Bond on DVD, 2-disc editions with exclusive, never seen before bonus materials. The MI6 archive declassified, 40 hours of special features, refreshed, remastered picture image, perfect sound with Polish voiceover 5.1. Quantum of Solace. Okay, so this is the point at which I don't have the same spines. So this is just a normal artwork. The front, the spine of the Ultimate Edition release, and the back. So the special features are a music video and trailers. And here's the disc inside. Skyfall. Again, so interestingly, I've seen both of them at the cinema, seen it on DVD, and I've seen them more than once. So I'm guessing my brain like prefers to watch more of these than Casino Royale, but again, I didn't watch them. Like maybe I watched them, maybe this one like 4 times and this one 3 times. But you know, all of these I watched like, you know, countless times. So this is the first edition, not part of the Ultimate Edition. And I got it for peanuts in CEX. Spectre. Now people are going to be angry because I have not seen this. I have not yet seen this movie because I was not interested by the theatrical trailer. I am not interested by the cover artwork. I am just not interested at all. So I have yet to watch this movie. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. And here's the disc, so part of the Ultimate Edition. And the same thing with Tomorrow Never Dies. I have yet to watch it. Not Tomorrow Never Dies, I'm sorry. No Time to Die. No Time to Die. The original first edition release, I got it only because of when it came out, there was an announcement that MGM was bought by Amazon. So that's the only reason I got it. And it was before the news that Eon handed over the property to Amazon. So from the distribution standpoint, I was afraid that there will be no physical media releases of James Bond. So that's why I bought it. So here's the front, here's the spine, here's the back. Again, the final movie of James Bond franchise made by Eon, and I have zero interest in watching it. But maybe one day I will get round and do this. So that's it. 30 minutes spent with James Bond. I'm sorry for the mishaps in terms of chronology, but I had a real mess on the bed. But still, I'm very satisfied that I was able to show everything to you. And now there will be a shot of how the movies present themselves on the shelf. Thank you very much for watching.